Intro.
Alright. What's up, guys? My name is Pat Kernan, the Weekenders music critic.
I'm Toni Pinello.
And we are back with another episode of everybody's favorite series. I know it's my favorite series. New Music Monday, where we talk about the newest stuff that came out last week, stuff that you should check out, and stuff that maybe you shouldn't, you know? Because this is developed into a venting platform for bad music.
Yeah. That's what I like to use it for.
Yeah, it's super rainy outside, so we have come to the Times Leader employee break room, as you can probably tell by the buzz of the vending machines behind us. So we're just hoping that we finish this up quick enough and nobody walks in on us.
Last week it was worth it to be out in the heat for you guys, but...
Right, but I'm not sitting out in the rain.
That's me.
But we might as well just get right at it.
Yes.
So we're going to start off with the newest from the internet. This album is called Hive Mind. Now, Toni, are you familiar with the internet?
No, I want you to tell me a little bit about the internet.
I will tell you
Please
a little
tell
bit
me
about the internet. The internet is actually an offshoot of Odd Future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
I thought it was kind of a collective kind of situation.
Exactly. Sid, the female lead singer, she is actually the sister of Taco, I think?
Okay.
One of the members of Odd Future. They're related, and she did some singing for them before they kind of became defunct.
She's awesome.
She's incredible.
Did I get some gay vibes?
Oh yeah,
I love the gay vibes.
It
was very gay.
She's very open about it, and and that's something that I think is really interesting about this record, because it's like R&B is such like a hypersexualized genre. And
I think that's hypersexual is hyper heterosexual.
Yeah, that exactly. Like normally you have just like very straight music in R&B, but this album sort of turns all that on its head. And the internet has always been doing that because Sid has always been very open about it.
Yes.
Well, and always very open about it.
Okay.
It's not like there's been a transition or anything like that. But what I really like about this record is that it evokes the sound of like traditional sort of 70s R&B
I've
and
definitely
funk.
got the feeling.
Yeah, it feels like a Marvin Gaye album that came out now.
Yeah.
But it's a little Marvin Gayer. I came up with that. Yeah,
that was good.
I'm not proud of it.
Really good. Do you know that Marvin Gaye put the E at the end of his last name because it was rumored that he didn't want any rumors that he was gay because his father was a cross-dresser? That's real. That's true life.
That's not something that I knew.
Isn't that kind of sad?
Yeah.
Like, let me just put an E on the end of it, so nobody says anything.
Yeah, and then his father went and murdered
killed him.
Yeah,
yes.
So.
This is a very nice part of the video where we talk about very nice things that happened to Marvin Gaye.
No, I mean, all in all, I really enjoy this new one from the internet. It's classic, but it's also modern.
Right out of the gate, that bass line on the first track. The first track is called Beginning.
Come Together.
Oh,
is the
Beginning was the other one.
Maybe.
That's the other record I'm thinking of. The other one. Come Together.
Yes.
The bass line. Damn.
Funky as all hell. And that's really true for the whole thing. And I don't have anything bad to say about this record. It's just really good quality, traditional but also modern R&B.
The hooks are they're hooky.
Yeah.
Technical term.
Technical term.
Hooky hooks.
Hooky hooks.
Groovy lines, hooky hooks.
So going from there, we're going to continue sort of in the funk and R&B train and talk about the newest EP from DRAM.
Which I thought was DRAM.
Everybody does.
It's not.
And it looks like it should be, and it sounds better, but...
DRAM!
Yeah, he insists that it's DRAM, so we're going to have to bear with him.
Oh, that's... If he says it.
Yeah. This EP is called That's a Girl's Name. I don't really know why.
I don't really
because
understand it.
It's not, that line isn't referenced at all in any of the songs, so I don't know, maybe it has some deeper meaning in the backstory, the mythology of DRAM, but I don't know what it is.
This is the first time I've ever heard of DRAM.
Really?
Yeah.
You missed out on that song Broccoli?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know how you missed that song.
Oh man,
It was like the song of the summer back in 2016. It was like a bop.
How does it go?
I'm not going to sing it because we're going to have to censor it. But
Beep.
yeah, basically, it was
Broccoli.
yeah, like an ode to pot, and it was with him and Lil Yachty.
Oh.
And it was so much fun, and
everyone loved it.
And everyone loved it.
And I had no idea what was
and
happening.
You totally missed that song. And it was more of like a traditional sort of pop rap song. And then he put out an album, and that was also kind of pop rappy, but he also did other stuff. And now in this new EP, he's just like, screw it, funk.
Oh,
We're just gonna do funk music. And it's only 3 songs long, only about 10 minutes, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know about you.
It's real dirty.
Yeah, not as dirty as some of his other stuff has been, but like, and I definitely did think that first song, Best Hugs, was cheesy. Yeah.
I turned it off and took a break, and then I came back and finished it.
However, the other 2 songs,
they're catchy.
Especially, I really like that closing one. Closing one that I cannot remember the name of right now. The second one was What Would You Do? I think.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, it was abbreviated to like WWYD, but
it's like Jesus except not Jesus.
Not Jesus, it's
you.
Sundress. Yes, Sundress.
Oh yeah, it's so dirty.
So, but like, still a ton of fun.
Back to me talking about DRAM and how dirty that song is.
Yeah,
it just made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's all. As somebody who just walks down the street sometimes and gets honked at and yelled at and stuff.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't really think of it.
Do I think that it's like necessarily a malicious thing that you're like, girls look really good in sundresses? Because like, girls look really good in sundresses. That's just like the facts. But like, it just.
I guess I didn't really think of it from the receiving end.
Yeah.
You know, I only thought of it from like DRAM's point of view.
Yeah.
It's like
sundresses for sure.
Right, because
Look at that girl in that sundress.
I'm definitely going to say there are a lot of songs that strike me as creepy.
Yeah.
You know, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I think a lot of like pop songs in general suggest very sort of inappropriate behavior.
Yeah.
This one didn't strike me that way, but now that you say it, I can definitely see why.
I can only imagine the stuff that you do acknowledge.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm so in a cave. Is because I'm like, don't say anything about women.
Right. Because like for whatever reason, the only example that's coming to my head is like that Police song, "Every Breath You Take." That one.
Okay, that one's creepy, but that's creepy like...
It's supposed to be, and so that one's not a good example, but like...
Like, he's not trying to be creepy when he's like, look at that girl in that sundress. Damn.
Right.
But you don't go out wearing a sundress so that DRAM looks at the way that it goes in between your butt cheeks. And particularly, you don't want anybody to...
Notice
that's not something that is pleasant. That's not even like a go-to kind of thing, like, oh, I hope this... You know? It's not like
I hope my dress goes between my butt cheeks.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
oh boy!
That's like a little accident that you're like, oops, I hope nobody saw that. But yeah, it's just I don't know, women are people.
Right.
We're just trying to live.
Yeah.
Just let us live.
Yeah, that's true.
That was your feminist hot take.
Feminist hot take of the day. This would be one of those moments that, like, if we were pro-YouTubers, there would be
I would get a lot of threats.
Well, no, I just meant there would be some sort of, like graphic that came up for that.
Feminist hot take. Like animation.
Exactly, but...
floating around my head.
Right. We're not...
I was just thinking about the angry comments.
That's the other side of YouTube, yeah.
Leave them down below.
Complain about it.
You can listen to whatever you want to. I just don't like it.
Well then, we're going to move on to one more record that I know you didn't like, because you told me beforehand. It's a team-up album from Ty Segall and White Fence. The album is called Joy, and it's their first one that they've done together. Ty Segall is prolific. He releases, it feels like 2 or 3 albums a year.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're all typically pretty quality stuff, you know, sort of indie rock, but, he doesn't care. You know, he just does whatever he wants. Like whatever you think sounds cool.
Yeah.
So you go into one record and it'll sound like one thing, and another record will sound totally different. So I wasn't.
Don't sound like this.
Right. I wasn't sure what to expect with this this team up record between the two groups. it was okay.
Holy Beatles, Batman.
Yeah. It's if you like the Beatles and you only want to listen to music that sounds like the Beatles, you might like this one.
You know, you have to acknowledge that, especially in the world of indie,
Yeah.
the Beatles' influence is like unmatched.
Right. Right.
It's just like it's incredibly important. The Beatles are great,
Yes.
but
yeah, I'm not
oh
one of
my
those people
God.
who complains about the Beatles.
no,
I like them a
yeah,
lot.
I really do like the Beatles, but I like the Beatles when the Beatles are the Beatles,
Right.
and I like things that are a little bit influenced by the Beatles because I like indie rock.
But so much
it's
of this
just-
stuff sort of sounded like just Sgt. Pepper leftovers.
Yeah, but there was Sgt. Pepper in there. I always felt like I was listening to the White Album at one point.
Yes.
I was like, all right, like, just
And
kind
it's-
of boring for that reason.
Right. All right, so if you haven't noticed, we've been taking cuts every time that somebody walks in to get a snack. Because, like I said, the whirring vending machines in the background are very popular at around 5 o'clock. So that's what's been going on here. So yeah, this new record by Segall and White Fence, it just, like, it's so Beatlesy. Like, yeah,
I like the Beatles, but
I would argue a little too Beatlesy.
but then at the same time, it was just weird. Like their
Yeah.
voices just never really matched up,
Right,
and it felt like they were doing it on purpose, but it wasn't like
right.
cool.
It's
it was just kind of unsettling.
It's like the Beatles if they stayed around long enough to listen to the Velvet Underground.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and that would involve a lot more LSD.
right.
By extension, a lot more brain damage.
Right.
So it would have the same effect.
the
As,
production on these songs is super weird. Like it sounds like they're
It's like
trying to
lo-fi.
like lo-fi to the point that like it really sounds like they want it to sound like it was recorded in a garage in
4-track,
1964. Yeah. However, on the other hand,
Mhm.
I think even though the production is weird and they really just rip off the Beatles,
Yeah.
I think they're all quality songs. Like I think this stuff is it's kind of fun for if you are a fan of the sound of the Beatles and also sort of like that early punk stuff like the Velvet Underground
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, second half of the record was a lot like harder,
Yeah.
heavier.
Yeah.
I dug that. It was a little fuzzier.
Right.
Better way to put it, I think.
Yeah, no, I
was
think
like,
that's it.
okay, all right,
It's
I
more
see.
of that garage sound
Yeah.
comes in, and it's kind of fun. I liked it. I liked it for what it is. I'm not gonna say that it's a classic, but if you are a fan of that sound, you probably will like it because there's not a whole lot of stuff coming out in that sound anymore.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know about that. But...
Alright.
Outro.
and one final cut brings us to the outro. So that does it for this week. Leave a comment below, whether you're on Facebook or
YouTube.
Twitter, YouTube, or the Weekender's
One of those
website, wherever you're seeing this video. Let us know if you listen to any of this stuff. If you loved it, if you hated it.
If you hated us.
If you
If you loved us.
only tell us if you love us. It helps my ego.
We're both pretty sensitive. So
Very
please be
sensitive.
gentle.
So yeah, just let us know what you thought of any of the music, and let us know if there's any music that you want to hear us talk about. I've been saying that for weeks. Not a single
Nobody
person has
said
done it.
anything. Yep.
I want you to do it. Let me know if you want us to talk about something. This week in the Weekender, or at least online, you'll be seeing a full review of the internet. So that'll be something to check out. And we'll see what next week's New Music Monday brings us.